All right. Welcome to this channel again today. Um, I'm Samuel Ajayi, as usual. Uh, this video is going to be a very short one. A very short one. I have less than 30 minutes, around 30 minutes to spend making this video. So I quickly want to address the question of what documents are needed for scholarships in different places. I'll be basing it especially on the US, on the US experience. Of course, I will extend it to Europe, I will extend it to UK, I will extend it to Canada, of course, which is about aside here, and then the rest of the world. So basically, we're just about to sleep. Don't worry, to be a very short video. Very short video. Okay, very short video. Now, basically, people ask me, what is the first thing I should do? What documents do I need to have to apply? What exactly do I need? Number one, many people say, oh, go and write IELTS. No, that's not the first thing you need to do. I say it regularly. That's not the first thing to do. Many people just run around and just write IELTS and say, oh, once people start in Nigeria, especially, once people start thinking about scholarship, start thinking about traveling out for studentship or whatever, the first thing that comes to their mind is IELTS. No, that's not the first thing. Okay, that's not the first thing. I usually say that the first thing is to search for schools and all that stuff. Search for schools, look for their requirement. But let's talk about what is common to all these schools. What are the things they will request from you? Okay. Number one thing you should have is your transcript. Very important. All the schools will request for your transcript because they want to know your grades. They want to know what if you are suited for their program. They want to know what you got from school, what you had, what are your grades, and all those things. They want to see the coursework you've done in the past, and all those things. So you need your transcript. Number one, very, very, very important. You need your transcript. So if you've not gotten your transcript, try as much as possible get a student copy of your transcript. Oh, you will get reply for SOP. See, if you can say where I am is not, I've been busy. Let me just use that word. I've been busy. But you will get your SOP, don't worry. So your transcript, I mean, get it as soon as possible. As soon as you graduate, get your transcript. It's very, very, very important. Get your transcript. Very, very important. Now, you need a student copy of your transcript that you can always send around yourself so that you don't have to wait on your school to send it for you on your behalf. Okay, get a student copy of your transcript, have it with you. So, any scholarship you want to apply for, you are able to send it around yourself. Very important. Number two, that is also very important, is your statement of purpose. Now, there are questions here, people saying they've not seen the statement of purpose I promised to review for them. So you will definitely get it back. In fact, there's someone from the last batch that has not gotten it because I asked him to write it again and he sent it back to me and I've not sent it to him. You will definitely get it back for sure. Okay, you definitely get it back. One SOP is open on my system. Yeah, let me even see the name. What's this person's name? Adeyemo Esther. Okay, the person is not here. Adeyemo Esther. Your SOP is open on my laptop already, so you are the next person I'll be reviewing. So if you are here, just know that you are the next person that we receive. Okay, so another thing is your SOP. Okay, now of course for you to write your SOP, check all the other stuff I've done on SOP. For you to write your SOP, you must have an idea of the school you want to apply to because that helps you to tailor your SOP to their research area, to all those things that they actually do. So SOP is one other thing that will be requested from you. Now, um, people talk about what about my certificate? You, in fact, I've not seen a. I don't know if there are some schools, US especially, no school will request for certificate from you. No school. Okay, what they simply need is your transcript. They don't need your certificate. So your transcript is very important. SOP, you need to write it. That's one other thing that will be requested from you that you will have to submit. Now, another thing is GRE result. Okay, some schools will request for GRE result from you. Some will not request it from you. Some don't even care if you have it or not. Many schools are waiving GRE now. Many scholarship bodies are waiving GRE. Okay, so but just know that it's one of the things that can be requested from you. I'm always on of the opinion that you should have it so that you can apply to more schools. Okay, to be on a safer side, write your GRE, have your results, so that uh, you can be on the safer side. Prince, you can resend your FSOP if you have made some adjustments. I can see you said you've made some adjustment, so you can send it again if you have made some adjustment. I just mentioned the next person I'll be reviewing our SOP, Adeyemo Westler. So that's the next person I'll be reviewing our SOP. So you can, I've not gotten to yours, so you can send it. But I saw the earlier one you sent. Okay, so you can send it again. Just reply to that message, to the one you sent before. Just make a reply to it. So I was saying that GRE, write it if you can. If you have the money, write it if you can. Okay, if you can write it, write it. It's very good so that you can apply to more schools. If you see more schools that are requesting for GRE, so that you won't be limited. Okay. Another thing is statement proficiency, certificate of proficiency, English proficiency, or proficiency exams and all those stuff. Many schools are waiving it for, I'm sorry, Ghanaians. Many schools are waiving it for Nigerians, and some of us have been clamoring for more schools to waive it for Nigerians. Okay, so many schools are waiving it for us. I think many schools are waiving it for Ghanaians too. Many schools are waiving it for some other countries too. Okay, so what I really wish I could share. I will still make a video because one of the, if you read my tweet, the last tweet I made just now, what one of the next few videos I want to make is how to write a message to school so that they can waive the GRE, waive TOEFL, waive IELTS, whatever. I want to make a video on that, how uh, to write to the schools so that they can waive it for you. I've talked about that so many times. Now, what I plan to do is to share my screen uh, in that video so that you can see those ones I wrote when I was preparing to apply to different schools, those messages I sent to different schools for them to waive GRE, for them to waive IELTS, TOEFL, whatever, for me. Okay, I wrote a lot of messages. So in that video, I'll definitely use. I'm not using what do you call it now, a software that will allow me to share my screen. I'm just live streaming from YouTube straight away. So in that video, I'll definitely use Zoom so I can share my screen and show you those messages I sent personally and their responses. Many of them waived it for me. Okay, some did not waive it, but some waived it, some did not waive it. Not many waived it for me. Some did not waive it. But eventually, I had to write the TOEFL on the second try. Okay, so if you if it is not waived for you, you need to have your IELTS, TOEFL, whatever result. But many schools are waiving it for Nigerians, many schools are waiving it for Ghanaians, many schools are waiving it for many other countries. So that's why I usually say that the first thing you should do is not to write IELTS. The first thing is to know the schools you're applying for and to know if they will waive it for you. However, if you have the money and you can write the exam, fine, write it. You have the option of applying to more schools. Okay, you simply have the option of applying to more schools. Another thing you should have handy with you is recommendation letter. Very important. Very, very important. Many people think it's not very important. Now, for someone recommending you, it's uh, shows that the person is willing to put his integrity on the line for you. And people here understand that a lot. Okay, many people just say recommendation letters in Nigeria or other countries like, it's just recommendation letter, let them just write anything. No, 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 no. Okay, you might not be the best candidate in terms of grade, you might not be the best candidate in terms of even statement of purpose, but your recommendation letter can speak for you. It can speak for you. It's like the person is saying that this guy is smart, this guy, despite whatever they will be saying on paper, another person is saying he has worked with you before, another person is testifying to your work attitude. No, they love people who work hard, people who can hustle in the lab, do things when something is wrong, stay with it until they get things done and all those stuff. That's what they want to see. Okay, so the recommendation letter is another person testifying on your behalf that you are who you say you are. Okay, so it's very important, very, very, very important. The recommendation letter is very, very, very important. So basically, those are the documents the school requests from you. Okay, of course, some other things you must have is your passport. The school will not necessarily require it from you when you are applying, but when you get the admission and they want to process your I-20, they want to process the documents they will send to you, you need your passport, your international passport. You will send it, I mean, a screenshot, a PDF version or JPEG version. You send it to the school, and then they are able to fill out your information, prepare your I-20 for you, because that the I-20 is what you will take to the embassy to what do you call it now, to apply for your visa and all those things. So if you don't have your passport, it is good for you to get your passport. It's very, very, very important for you to get your passport. Very, very, very important. Now, some other scholarship bodies will require different essays from you. Some scholarship bodies may require that you write a what do you call it now, a research proposal. Some school, I've applied for some of those scholarships before, that they will ask you to write a research proposal. They will ask you to do all those things before, as part of the applications. Okay, so for example, even South Africa, when you're applying to South Africa for their PhD, you write a research proposal. Okay, because you'll be discussing with the prof. Their system is not like US. Okay, so some, in fact, I remember this Singapore, there's this scholarship, Singapore, Singer Award. They require you to write a research proposal too. Okay, so some other scholarship bodies require that, but in the US generally, you are not expected to write a research proposal. You just write a statement of purpose, or personal statement, whatever thing they call it, and then you are good. So let me just make a recap before I answer the questions that are here. What are the things you need? You need your transcript. And I mentioned the fact that you should get your student copy of the transcript so you can have the opportunity of sending it to any scholarship body straight away, any school straight away. You interact with some professors, and the next thing they're asking you is send me your transcript so that I can send it straight away to them. Now, of course, some people do West evaluation. I think that would be a total different. I don't know. I may make a video on that, on the benefit of West evaluation, on what happens to your result when you do West evaluation. Some schools require for West evaluation. Um, Evaluation. I've been calling it West evaluation. They require you to do an evaluation of your transcript, and one of the ways you can do it is doing West evaluation. Another option is using ECE. Okay, there are different bodies doing the evaluation. So I'm so used to calling it West evaluation because I think that looks like the best to me out of all those guys doing the evaluation. So I call it West evaluation. So if you do your West evaluation, the school send an official transcript to West sends back to the school to verify that the transcript is coming from them, and then it gets back to them. Then West evaluates the result, gets back to the school you are applying to in the US or in Canada, depending on where you are doing it, and they get back to you. They should send a copy of the result to you too. Okay. Now, I usually advise people doing West evaluation because there are two options. There's an option for them to just do the evaluation for you and send it to the school without retaining your information. Okay, they just do the evaluation, send it to the school you're applying for, and that's it. And there's also another option for them to retain, after sending it to the school, they retain the evaluated transcript with them, such that if you want to send it to another school and contact to send my result to this so school. You don't need to contact your school, the school where you graduated from in Nigeria or Ghana or Cameroon or wherever. Okay, so you don't need to do that, but you have the results with West, and they can always send it to wherever you want them to send it to. However, that is more expensive than the normal one when they would have um, to retain the transcript with them. I think the difference is that $20 or $40. I can't remember the difference. So have your transcript with you. Student copy is very, very, very important. For those who cannot get their student copy of transcript, I've always advised that you can even use those ones that you were given to you by your department, not necessarily for the from the registrar's office or whatever. Because even after the whole admission process and you've been chosen, you've been admitted, you will still have to submit the official transcript to them. Okay, you still have to submit the official transcript with them to them. Sylvester, it's so nice to meet you too. It's so nice to see you. I'll answer questions. I'm coming to the comments. Okay. So you still have to submit your official transcript with them even after you've been chosen, after you've been admitted, given funding, and all those stuff. Okay. So while you are applying with your student copy of the transcript, you are pushing for the official transcript so that it can be ready when the admission is ready. I also mentioned the fact that you need to write your SOP. Okay, I've been reviewing SOP for people. I'm still reviewing SOP. I mentioned the fact that the Oyster, I'm reviewing your SOP presently. That's what's on my screen presently. Okay, and I'll still review all those for those who are submitted. And I also mentioned the fact that you need your recommendation letter. It's very important. I mentioned the fact that you can need GRE results if the school is requesting for GRE. I also mentioned the fact that you need TOEFL or IELTS results, which is for English language proficiency. Okay, even schools in Saudi Arabia, some of them are now requesting for IELTS, TOEFL, GRE. So, you might want to say, Saudi Arabia, they speak Arabic, but the schools are English speaking. Okay, and then I mentioned the fact that we do a video later on how to write to schools to waive the English requirement for you. And I will share my screen to show some of the messages I've sent to schools in the past and their response. I might probably get in touch with, so check some messages that I have with me and show you some responses from for some other people. I'll take permission from those people, my Twitter folks. Uh, for those who sent me some screenshots, if they want me to share, I can share. If not, I'll just use those ones I have, those experiences I had. I mean, I sent a lot of messages, a lot of messages. Then I didn't write the first attempt I made at applying to US University. I didn't write the English proficiency exam. I didn't write TOEFL, no IELTS. So I was only applying to schools that that do not require that, or that will probably waive it for me. So I had to send messages to a lot of schools, a lot of schools. I had to send messages to a lot of schools. So, and I also mentioned that you should have your passport ready too, because once the admission is done, the next thing they will request from you is your passport. They will request for the bio page. And what do they want to use that for? They want to check, they want to be able to prepare your I-20 and, of course, confirm your name, because your passport shows your real name, and that's what everybody believes. Any other document does not. Uh, Someone is saying bad sound. Is it from? Is it? Is it? Is it? Are we all experiencing the same thing? Bad sound from my side. Oh, okay, okay. So Smart is saying it's from Prince side. So okay, that's fine. All right. So basically, those are the things you need to get ready. Those are the things you need to get ready. Your passport, they'll be able to prepare the I-20 using the name on the passport. Okay, so you want to make sure that, okay, good, 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 good. So you want to be able to, so that they'll be able to confirm that that is who you are. You know, some people have different names, so many names, and then they don't even know which name they're using for whatever. They some bear it different name in school, different name at home, different name on different documents and all those stuff. But the passport, the major reason is for them to be able to have the real you in their system and then prepare your I-20 for you. And then if you need, I made a video on proof of fund, how to deal with that. Talk about, or you can check that video if you need whatever, they'll be able to deal with it. All right, so basically those are the documents you need to apply. You can see that it's not a lot, really. If you have to say, it's not a lot. It does not take a lot. So let me check the questions, and we can end. This is 19 minutes already, so uh, if I spend 10, 15 minutes answering questions, then we can end the session so that NS can get to sleep. NS said it was about to sleep. All right. So the questions here, you've written your, so yeah, Prince, I said you can send the SOP back if you have made changes to it. Uh, you are planning to apply to write GRE in September. That's good. That's smart. Yeah. third party West transcript evaluation is worrisome. So what do you mean by worrisome, Ernest? Third party evaluation, third party West transcript evaluation is worrisome. Why? Why do you think it's worrisome? The reason why they need the evaluation, those schools that request for it, the reason why they need the evaluation is to make it to be with this, to have the same system with the US system, to have the same. Remember, US use 4.0 as a grading system. Many schools in different countries use different uh, grading system. Okay, when I was in Nigeria, University of Ibadan, for example, we use 7.0. Okay, so you need to convert that to 4.0 if you're applying to US. Many schools in Nigeria use 5.0. Some schools are now using 4.0. UI, for example, where I finished from, they started using 4.0, probably because many people apply to US and the conversion issues come up. So probably that's why they adopted 4.0 too. So West has a way of making it good, making it converted to 4.0, and then it has some advantages which I'll talk about another time. One of the advantages is uh, a pass grade in Nigeria, for example, maybe D, E, but a pass grade here in the US is C. Okay, so if you have a D, E in your transcript, and in the transcript it is explained that D, E is a pass, the West they will change it to C. They will change it to what is applicable here, which is C. That's the lowest you can have. For graduate courses, the pass here is B. So if you have anything less than B in your transcript, and then the explanation says that it's a pass, that C, D, E is a pass, West will definitely just change it to B for you if it's a graduate course. Okay. And eventually what happens is that many people discover that their grade seems to increase or get better because they did West evaluation when it is converted to the US standard. Okay. So let me know, Ernest, uh, why you think it's worrisome. All right, good, Prince. You have your transcript already. That's good. So, Abidemi, you're saying you recently completed your master's from UI. You really don't know how to get your transcript or certificate. Oh, you should go to the registrar's office. There is this exams and records office. Yeah, that's where you should go, just opposite the Love Garden. So go there. You should be able to start your process there, and you should start as soon as possible because those guys they can take. You may be lucky you get yours in 1 week, 2 weeks. Those guys sometimes people still go there for 3 months, 4 months. They are still there. Oh, masters is easy. Masters transcript is easy to get in UI. So undergraduate is the problem. Go to PG school in UI and you can start the process of your collection of your transcript. It's very easy and straightforward to get your master's transcript. Okay, BSc is the real problem in Nigeria, in UI, at University of Ibadan. That's the main problem. So Daniel, you're saying, sir, what about we that don't have student copy of transcript? Your school, ah, the school doesn't, they don't give students copy of transcript, and all through from 100 level to final year they didn't give you copy of student transcript at all. Then that's bad. But what you can still do is to request for official transcript from the school. This is what many people do. Okay, you request for official transcript from the school, and then you ask them to send it to where you are working. I mean, where you are working or where you are doing business or doing whatever. You need it there. Your boss need it. If you are the boss, you are the boss. You need it there. Ask them to send it there, and then when you get it, you can use it. Okay. Um, they will just address it to be like a letter, address it to the school, but the real transcript itself will not be tampered with. Okay. So that's what many people do. They just give an official address to the school and the school send it to the place. In fact, in UI, you even be involved in the process of sending the transcript. Sometimes they may ask you to negotiate with the courier, those who do this courier service and all those stuff to negotiate with them, or the DHL, UPS guys. You negotiate with them and then pay and then hand over. They'll give you the transcript from the office. The UPS guy is at the door. You might tell the UPS guy that you are not sending it, that you should not worry, you find someone else or that you find a way to deliver it. Of course, it will be sealed. So if it's an official transcript, you are not expected to open it. Okay. But if you are sending it to yourself, you are sending it to your own office, you are sending it to your boss, then you can definitely open it and it won't be a problem. Okay. So I think that should really, really help. So Abidemi Marcos, if you have not received it back from me, then definitely have not reviewed it, your SOP. So I send the SOP back to the people. Immediately I review it, I send it back to them. Once I review this Adeyemi Esther's SOP, I'm sending it straight back to her, immediately open another one. Then that's the way I do it. Okay. So Messi, so glad to be here. So glad to see you here too. Uh, third person joining Wilson. Smart, yeah, I'm down great. Please doing. That's true. So, Samson, you're asking how it's going. Yeah, I'm fine. You want to make inquiries as a grad scholarship offer for second class lower graduate? Are there funding? Yes, for second class lower. Yes, so much funding. If you follow me on Twitter, you see I've shared about so many people with scholarships who had who had second class lower. Okay, and who are funded today. I know a lot. I know a lot of Nigerians with Tutu who are funded already. I know those who won this year and will be resuming in August. I know those who won last year. I know those who won Tutu. Okay, so don't let your low grade stop you from applying. Remember, I mentioned the fact that your SOP can be very important. That someone reading your SOP, they may even forget about your low grade. They are reading your SOP, they are reading a recommendation letter. They forget about the low grade because it carries stuffs, it carries content. So don't be discouraged. Something apply. There are scholarship, there are opportunities for two. It does not stop you. It does not. So major difference between personal statement and SOP. Oh my God, how many minutes do I have? Okay, let me quickly just talk about it straight away. Now, let me say this first and foremost. These days, many people, many schools now use personal statement and SOP interchangeably. So many times, what you will write will not be different from each other. I mean, what you will write for PS and SOP will not be different. You write like the same thing. Now, the exception is when the school makes it different and they say, okay, write about your personal story and then write about your goals, your motivation, your purpose. Okay. So, but let me just talk about it briefly. Personal statement, just as name sound, personal. It's something personal to you. Your story, your personal story, your interest, your how you came to be. It's what I usually advise people to write in the first few paragraphs of the SOP. That's your personal statement. Now, your statement of purpose is talking about what you want to do, what you want to do after with your degree. What do you want to do? How do you want to impact? How do you want to do this? You understand? Of course, your statement of purpose will include why you want to do what you want to do. Okay, which basically to me is just like personal statement. Okay, so and that's why I said now people use it interchangeably. Personal schools use it interchangeably. They write personal statement, sometimes they write statement of purpose. Basically, it's usually the same content now. Now, the only difference is if the school separates it, if they separate each of the statement, then you have to know that okay, this first statement I have to write about my story, the way how I came to be interested in what I'm interested in, your personal statement, okay, and then your statement of purpose, your future plans, your goals, your aspiration, what will you do with this degree, and then of course, while writing that, you will have to talk about your interest, what piqued your interest, what motivated you, your motivations. You have to write about that. So that's why I said these days they write it. I mean, they use it interchangeably, except the school separates it and give the questions. Okay, and many schools that give that they will tell you the questions they want you to address, questions they want you to tackle. I want to believe that answered uh, your question. I might probably do a video on that too. Okay, so Sylvester, yeah, it's nice meeting you finally. So Samson, you're still asking, is it possible for a bachelor's degree to go for PhD in US without going for master's first? Yes, it's very possible, Samson. People, I know quite a number of people with their BSc straight away to PhD here in the US. They started their PhD straight away. Okay, that's very possible. I mean, because along the line in the US, you still get your master's along the line. I had my master's. I had a master's in Nigeria before I came here. Along the line, I got a master's too. After passing your qualifying exam, you get some credits you need. You do all those stuff. You pass some courses. You get a master's along the way too. Okay, so it's possible. BSc straight away for PhD. Many people do it. Very many people do it. So, Prince, you say today you saw a scholarship offer for Texas Christian University, and there's a recommendation letter request that's to be written by a pastor. Oh, yeah, it's possible. Some Christian schools, okay, uh, some Christian schools require that, and there are Christian schools in the U.S. That I mean, I'm presently in one now, so there are a lot of Christian schools like that. So it's very possible. It's very very possible. It's very possible. Okay, yeah. So Emmanuel, they are even answering your question. Yeah, NS is saying five of his friends got straight PhD admission for fall 2022. Okay, yeah, yeah, good. So sound is good. Yeah. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, Sadiq, you already received your reviewed SOP. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Others will receive as it comes. Okay, others will receive. I've been quite busy, really. You see, I'm rushing because I'm jet going out now in few minutes. This is almost 7 p.m. here, so I'm going out by 7. That's why I'm rushing. Okay, so Sylvester, you're saying you just applied for IELTS, you're writing on Saturday, sites and materials to use. If you can search for my on my Twitter page, Sylvester, just the way they search on Twitter now, you want to search people's secrets or past tweets, just click on my profile, then there's a search on the right hand side. Just type IELTS. You should see uh, type IELTS materials. You should see some materials I've shared before. Okay, I've shared some um, materials. West does not, they don't do evaluations for Ghana. Wow, that's interesting. Why? This is the first time I'm hearing it. They don't do evaluations for Ghana. That's strange, really. That's strange. That's strange. That's strange. Yes, Sylvester, you'll get a review. Your deadline is in 2 weeks. Really? Oh, you're probably applying for spring semester. I Once I finish, I can probably look for yours. I Or if I'm able to quickly do others and get yours, because I usually do it as on a first come first serve basis semester. But if I can quickly get to yours, I'll probably do that. Uh, so Samson, you will get my email. I need to just finish the ones I'm doing presently before I can, because when it becomes too much in my mailbox, I it can be overwhelming seeing a lot of messages. Uh, so if you Daniel, if you have your result just posted online, print it out. Print it out. You can use it. Okay, print it out. If they will not give you another student copy, print the one online out and you can use it. Okay, you can use it. I think some schools will say you can have it notarized, but I don't think you even need it notarized for many schools in US, because when they give you the admission, they will still request for the official transcript. So print it out, Daniel, and use it. That's very important. So can you still apply for graduate program for 2020 at FSU? July 1st deadline majorly is not for international students. Majorly is for domestic students, I think, because I mean they already have people, they've chosen people that will be coming in. Many people are doing interview already, many people have gotten their visa already ready to fly, and this is June. So that July 1st deadline is either for spring semester or for um, domestic students. Even at that, the domestic students cannot come in. And most departments have finished their evaluation, and they have people that will be coming in. Oh, PG school is not in session. Oh, I see, I see. So there's really nothing you can do. There's really nothing you can do. Okay, I want to try and finish these questions before I leave. So, is there an online website where you can publish your research for free? I can come to that, Yakin. You just must be careful of predatory journals. Okay, those journals, they don't do any good for your work. They even bring it down. Okay, you just must be very careful of predatory journals, and of course, it depends on your work too. your field. It will depend where you publish. Okay, but I might have to do something on that, a video or something on that. But just be careful of those type of journals that will bring down your work. You must be very, very, very careful. So yes, I can review your statement, Laifa, but I won't receive it now. I will call for another batch later. Does dependent visa application for study visa does dependent visa application for study visa work in the US? No, your dependent, if you're on a student visa, your dependent cannot work in the US. Unfortunately, uh, they can't work. They can't work. They have Prince, they have selected countries. I will try to find out about that. I probably will send them a message too to see why they are discriminating against Ghana, if that is discrimination. Music, scholarships for music. Okay, I think I probably should work on that. I'm not sure if I've shared something on that before. But I've shared fine arts before, and I think that same department has music and some or something. Uh uh you can check my Twitter page. So yeah, Prince, response. Send me their response. Okay, okay. So yeah, Prince, connect with Ernest to know about those guys that did it. All right, guys, thank you for joining in today. I have to rush out. I designed this meeting to be for just 30 minutes top. Thank you for joining in. When I'll finish reviewing this batch of SOPs, I'll receive new batch of SOPs. So don't worry, guys. If you have not sent it, you will get it. Oh, I skipped your question. What's the question? Only God. Only God. Oh, I see the question now. Is proof of fund a requirement for getting a fully funded scholarship? No, no, no. So they give you the scholarship, okay, and then you don't need a proof of fund again. Once they give you the scholarship letter, the funding letter is the proof of fund for you. Okay, is the proof of fund for you. So you don't need any other proof of fund. Once you get the scholarship, that's your proof of fund. And if Unaya health scholarship, I made a video on public health. You can check this YouTube channel or check my Twitter page. I listed some schools there, some other schools from different medical courses and the like. So just search assistantships, and then of course on my page you should be able to find some schools that you love. All right, guys, I will have to leave now. Thank you so much for joining in. I love you guys. See you sometimes very soon. God bless you. Really good.